You know, I really only had Chloe for 4 years, but the impact she made on my life, she completely changed my life.
For Dory Herman, the decision to adopt her dog Chloe opened her world to a vast community of dog lovers and ultimately inspired the charity work she does today. That's why when Chloe passed away, Herman decided to turn some of her ashes into a diamond.
I can't think of a better way to keep your pet with you and sort of honor their memory in a beautiful way instead of leaving them in their ashes sitting on my shelf somewhere.
This was like a new color that we developed.
The process is made possible through a lab-grown diamond startup called Eternova.
We're actually extracting the carbon from ashes or hair. We could do hair or fur, and then that is what we're growing the diamond from.
Lab-grown diamonds have the same chemical composition and clarity as mined diamonds and are gaining attention as a socially responsible alternative.
It's extreme pressure and temperature, growing a diamond above ground in these remarkable machines that are replicating the Earth's conditions.
Eternova CEO Adele Archer was already working in the lab-grown diamond industry when a personal friend and mentor passed away.
Tracy was like a second mom to me. I mean, she was one of my closest people in my life, and so I received some of her ashes. And so I was with a diamond scientist. He said, you know, hey, there's carbon in ashes. What we could do is extract the carbon from Tracy's ashes, and we could grow you a diamond from that carbon.
Lab-grown diamonds start as a sliver of diamond seed and take about 8 months to form.
We extract the carbon from someone's ashes, we mix with generic carbon, we create a carbon disc, and then over time that carbon starts depositing on that seed and it grows into a rough diamond.
The result is an extremely personal piece of jewelry, but these gems will cost you. Archer says customers spend on average $7,000 to $8,000 for a diamond.
If you've experienced a very close and important loss that was somebody you lost too soon, you tend to get this right away. It's more about the closeness of the relationship to you and how you want to carry them with you every single day.
It's a way for me to look at her and smile in the same way as when she was here. It's not going to be a sad thing at all. It's going to be, Chloe's here. Chloe lives forever.
For some, the sentimental value is apparently priceless. Tina Trin, VOA News, New York.
The Dog Tag Bakery is a feast for the eyes and the stomach. There are pies, cupcakes, cookies, and brownies everywhere. But this isn't any ordinary bakery. This place has a special mission that goes beyond baked goods.
So Dog Tag Bakery is our living business school where we empower veterans that have service-connected disabilities, military spouses, and military caregivers to understand entrepreneurship and small business. So for 5 months, 4 days a week, our fellows participate in 6 hours a week of classroom time.
So this is the bottom floor, that's the actual bakery, and it's mostly operated by veterans. And on the second floor, there's a big classroom where fellows can take classes to complete their work-study program.
The program requires the students to take 7 courses taught by Georgetown University professors. They study, have group discussions, take tests to ultimately earn a certificate in business administration from the university.
But we have a whole course called Finding Your Voice, taking the time and space to really develop who you are, what your values are, and what your purpose is today, and what that journey looks like going forward to build it together.
According to a recent study from Pew, roughly 1 in 4 veterans find readjusting to civilian life at least somewhat challenging, and about 30% among those who had post-traumatic stress due to their military service found the transition very difficult.
Well, I got medically retired from the Army in 2015. It took me a lot of time to try to figure out what I wanted to do.
Tiki Tundi, a veteran who suffered from depression during and after her time in the service, says classes like these are what made her transition easier.
I was excited for the program and the opportunity, one, to just get out of bed, two, having a plan for the day, something to go do, to use my mind again, to accomplish something made me very excited for what's yet to come.
And the program isn't just for former service members. Military spouses often find maintaining a career challenging as they try to raise a family on top of frequently having to move around the country.
The hardest part was leaving and figuring out, where do I go from here? How do I balance, what I want to do to make an impact on the world, but also how do I balance, my family?
CEO of DogTag Inc. Megan Ogilvie says it isn't just about the military community or civilian community, it's about building community together. Unshin Lee, VOA News, Washington.